What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be breaking down King of the Court in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM that does take place tomorrow. Now, we're going to go talk about everything there is to know, from what time it starts to when you can play it, to how the prizes break down. Is it worth you guys playing? Is it not worth you guys playing? Everything there is to know about King of the Court. Now, I want to start with this. When does King of the Court take place? Well, you're going to be able to start it at 6 Eastern time, 5 Central time on Friday. Okay, so that's when the event starts. Now, what are the rewards like? Well, you get through different tiers based off of your score. So, if you end up getting tier 3 or higher, you are guaranteeing yourself a diamond hidden gem, which is fantastic as far as a week 1 reward. Especially if you get tier 1, you get a free diamond option pack. Probably think of guys like Kwame Brown, Jonathan Isaac, Rex Chapman. Those type of guys are probably guys you could possibly get out of this pack. Obviously, if you finish first, you get $10,000. Now, 3 losses in King of the Court and you're out. So how does it work? How does scoring work? Well, scoring, if it works like last year, in just years past, basically, the more you win the game by, the more points you are going to get. However, in the past, it was a 4-hour period. So you had 4 hours to play. And basically, the way it worked is basically that, you wanted, to flood somebody and then sometimes have them quit. You do not want your opponent to quit this year. And just be careful if you quit, because you could possibly end up getting banned for a little while, which is just never fun to do. But basically, how this works is they are going to take your top 4 game scores. So after every game you complete, win or lose, you will get a game score. Now, what does a game score look like? Well, last year, if you won by, I think, 30 points, you got the max game score, which I think was 175 points. So if you win 4 games, I believe, by 30 points, that is how you are going to get your max score. Now, the problem is you got to do that before losing 3 games, or otherwise just try to win 4 games. If you're like a pretty casual, try to win 4 games before you do lose 3 games. And if that is the case, you probably will get decently rewarded as far as prizes are concerned. Now, again, here's the deal, okay? Remember, your top 4 scores are taken. If a player earns a better score in their 5th or subsequent qualifying game, their lowest score will be replaced. The player with the highest total score at the conclusion of the weekend will be the winner of King of the Court. And that's basically how that does end up working. Again, you can lose 2 games, but once you lose the third loss, or once you get your 3rd loss, you will not be able to play the game any longer anymore. Now, that's kind of how it works. Obviously, leaderboard, you guys can see the game will determine each player's game score for each qualifying game based on a combination of factors, including the quality of their roster, the quality of their opponent's roster, and the quality of their performance in the qualifying game. All games for which play is commenced and completed in accordance with these rules shall count towards the score. Now, if 2 people tie, so let's say, again, I don't know for sure if if I am correct on how the point system is going to work. It could work differently. But if it does get into a situation in which 2 people do end up tying, here's the tiebreakers. How many losses somebody has, the number of games played, head-to-head record, first to score. And so here's the deal. From my side of things, if there is a max score, so if you win by 30 points and you get the max score, I want to get there with the fewest amount of losses, with the fewest amount of games played, right? Those are the main 2 things that are taken into consideration, right? I want to get there in the fewest amount of losses, the fewest amount of games played. And then after that, if it's the first to score. So let's say me and Splash have the same amount of games played. We both have the same score, but Splash gets to that score before me, then Splash will win King of the Court. So that is ultimately the tiebreakers from King of the Court. Now, obviously, again, here you guys can see you can be disqualified for so many different things. But again, it's just something that you guys can possibly look into all the certain rules for King of the Court. For you guys, again, this is available until Sunday. So don't think you've got to, play it day one. You don't necessarily have to play it day one of the game because that's not the situation. You can play it all weekend long. For me, I'd rather play on Friday just for the sole fact of then you have your whole weekend. So even if I'm you guys, that's what I would like. If you watch football at all, right? You play Friday, and then that way you can chill on Saturday, watch college football, chill on Sunday, watch football too, and your King of the Court road is already done. Plus, I feel like that's when most people are going to play. So if you want quicker games, I would recommend playing on Friday because I almost guarantee, especially if you're not in America, if you try to play on Sunday, you may have trouble finding games. I just know it's been an issue in the past. So this year, it could be the same type of thing. If you wait till Sunday, sure, some people might say, oh, well, you'll get easier matchups. That's not guaranteed. Plus, you run the risk of not finding games whatsoever, which obviously could be an issue. Ultimately, I don't mind the prize breakdowns. I wish there was they said specific tiers, is it going to be, because last year, it was basically if you finished in the top 50%, top 10%, top 1% is how it broke down. I wonder this year, it's if you get 1 win, if you get 2 wins, if you get 5 wins, if you get 10 wins, if they break it down by wins instead of percentages, because I honestly think that's how it should work for all of the rewards outside of the top reward is how many wins you can get before the 3 losses. But again, that's not, they only take your top 4 scores, so that wouldn't make sense. So I guess maybe if you get 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, or 4 wins, I guess they could break it down like that. So then once you get to 4 wins, you could be done. But I don't know. I honestly have always, and this is just me, I've not loved the King of the Court qualifier system. It's just something that I'm not a big fan of. I never have been. I probably never will be until they turn it into a tournament type setting. I think Madden had a big tournament setting last night even. And it's just crazy what Madden has compared to what 2K has. But again, there is a reason to load up and play the game. If you're really good at the game, try to win the $10,000. I encourage everyone, if you're really good at the game, try to win the $10,000. Learn the tiebreakers and realize, look, if you play the game on Friday right away and you have 4 lucky matchups and you win all those games by the max amount of points and you get there the quickest, you're going to be the winner of King of the Court. So again, it is what it is. Be careful though. I will say, if you do get caught cheating this year, I feel like 2K is going to be pretty harsh on it. So don't do anything crazy. Obviously, just play the game. See if luck is on your side with matchmaking, all those types of things. But I would encourage you guys to try your best in this. Obviously, again, my squad really solid. I'm still trying to work to figure out, how to improve my squad, how to make my squad better whatsoever. And we'll see, obviously, what type of content does ultimately come tomorrow. But those are just kind of the things that I'm still working on, is how to improve my squad and make it work. And again, thinking pretty advanced with exactly what I am doing. So that's just kind of the how King of the Court is going to work. Remember, the changes this year compared to the past is, number 1, they're giving out real money. Number 2, it is available all weekend long. So let's say you're in high school, right? And obviously you're playing football, right? And you have a game on Friday, or even you want to go to the Friday night football game, right? That's fine, right? You still have all weekend to play King of the Court. There's no pressure, there's no rush whatsoever to get it done in a timely manner whatsoever. So those are the main things that I see with King of the Court. Hopefully luck is on my side. Hopefully week 1, I can secure the ultimate $10,000 cash prize. But again, there's no guarantee with anything. You ultimately are going to have to get, you're going to have luck on your side. There is no if and or buts about it. You're going to have luck on your side. You're going to have matchmaking go your way. And it is what it is. But that is just the situation at hand with King of the Court. So that's how it's going to work. Obviously, hopefully I can secure it. Let me know if you guys are going to be playing in King of the Court. Again, all weekend long, you can play it. There's no real rush. The rewards, again, if it's like last year, it'll be top 50%, top 10%, top 5%, maybe top 1%. I don't know exactly what these tiers are going to be like. But that is something to ultimately take a look at as you are ultimately grinding King of the Court. All you got to do to qualify for King of the Court, another change, is play during the week. So you guys see the rep required. You just have to play the game throughout the week to ultimately qualify for King of the Court. I don't think it's got to be a ton, anything like that, but you are going to ultimately have to play the game. That is going to wrap it up for our video today. I just hope this isn't filled with boosters, and if it is, I hope 2K does something about it, because I want somebody that deserves to win the money, right? Like all you got to do is look at, who is good on this game, and people know, and those guys should deserve to win. So again, not say a random, player can't win, but I'm just saying, I just don't want, boosting to happen. Like the definition of boosting, I don't want that to take place in King of the Court. But we'll see what happens. Week 1 coming tomorrow. I will be streaming it live on Twitch, so make sure to go follow me on Twitch, because I will be streaming my road come tomorrow. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.